What is going on, everybody? This your boy Sean, Puff Comics 83, and welcome to a special Halloween episode of Chatting with the Comic Community. I'm joined by my co-host here, Big Will Comics. What is going on, Will?
I have arrived. This is the day before Halloween, so we're in costume. You just don't know it.
Well, I'm not in costume, but I got my Boogeyman shirt on to scare everybody.
No, you're dressed as Stay Puft Comics 1983, and I am dressed as Will Wade.
Oh, I thought you was gonna come with a Dungeons and Dragons character.
No, well, I guess I could be dressed as the Dungeon Master of the current campaign we're running.
Yeah. But anyway, it's Halloween weekend. I know Big Will's got some stuff to share with us because it's been 2 weeks since he's been on the show, and he is ready to share with us. I have a few items plus with my new comic book they pull. And look at this. We are joined.
Turn that down, man.
Big Remo.
What's happening, y'all?
It's been a while, man. What's going on?
One second.
So turn the music off.
Yeah, going to get strike.
Don't need to come on and get me struck down for the music. But yeah, I know you're excited to show, so I want to know, should I start with you first, or should me and Remo go and then?
Ooh, you start with me last because I got something that you're a fan of.
Uh-oh. You're gonna try and entice me to buy it on air.
You checking your pockets already.
I know, right? I'm scared. All right. So I'll go ahead first. You know, we're gonna show off some books. I did go to the comic shop, and of course the whole paper shortage. You know, this is the second time I ain't got no bags and boards, so it's getting rough. This was the big book of the week, House of Florida #1, the spinoff of Something is Killing the Children. Looking forward to reading this. I hope that it's just as good as Something is Killing the Children. You know how some spin-off titles can be a bit underwhelming, so look forward to checking that out. Of course, get the Horror Queen, Vampirella, Vengeance of Vampirella, #23. The Good Asian, #6. Really love this noir story. Really enjoying it. This series has been kind of underwhelming here. Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red.
That cover ain't underwhelming.
Yeah, it's more like an anthology series. It got multiple stories in it. But like you said, the cover is great, but some of the stories has been good and just mediocre. Catwoman #36 is a Harley Quinn variant. Did not know that. And here's a book that people probably jumped all off of when they announced it, but I'm still getting it, and that's Superman, Son of Kal-El. I know the next issue is going to be like the big one. Dune. Have y'all seen Dune yet?
I only watched the original.
I have not seen the original. I've never read the book. I watched the first almost 30 minutes of the movie, the new one, and it looks good. I want to go back, rewatch that 30 minutes, and then continue with the rest of the thing. It's like a 2.5 hour or a little longer movie. So,
as a kid, I watched that movie religiously every Saturday morning.
Yeah,
it was a 3 hour. I recorded it on a VHS tape from like HBO or something when I was a kid, and I watched that movie a million times. I love it. I haven't watched the new one just because I kind of don't want to mess up the original in my head, but I know that the original doesn't stand up today. Like when you watch it, it's not really like what I used to think it was.
Oh shoot, that's like when I watched the 1978 Doctor Strange. I'm
Yeah,
like, that shit sure ain't stand up.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good movie. The story's good on the original, and you know the special effects and stuff are still they're decent, but it's just knowing now, like if you go back and read the books and then you read it, it's like you look at it from a total different perspective.
Have you read the books, the Dune books?
I haven't got into them. I can't even lie to you. Like they were a little deep. and they're
Yeah.
they're like omnibus size, so I never really could just like delve into them.
Yeah,
But
because I watched the original movie. That was my jam. But
Yeah.
the books, I was like, man, that's a
that's a
hill I
college
got.
course, right?
I know. I've seen the new Doom, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like, I could see where some people didn't like it and others loved it. I'm like in between. I really enjoyed it, but I'm still kind of like tied to the original one.
Yeah, that's how I think that's how I'll be. But I want to give it a chance though. I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna give it another watch, probably a couple days later.
How long is the new one? Because I know the original was like 3 hours.
2.5 hours. What's up, Sanimation? Yeah, it's been a while since you've been in the chat. It's been a while since I've been live, so definitely look forward to showing us these books and having you in the chat. All right, so the next book, Purgatory #1 by Dynamite. Used to be a Chaos Comics character.
Matt, can we just stop for a second and admit how good a name for a company Chaos was? Because even today, you see Purgatory as this is the Chaos character.
Yes. I don't see it as Dynamite for some reason, man. Like, it's always been Chaos to me.
Dynamite, man, they have all those releases. That's the only thing that kind of throws me off from trying to. There's so many releases weekly. Yeah. Like, how is that? That paper is going to affect them.
That's why I was telling my store guy. I was like, man, you talking about these bags and boards not being available? Wait till. That's why Image ain't doing no more second and third prints.
Yeah. They need to not do any variants. That'll help.
True.
More than the printings.
Yeah.
Hellboy, the Silver Lantern Club, #1. Always got to get my Hellboy fix on. He Who Fights with Monsters, #1. Looked intriguing, so I want to give it a shot.
The cover that the Fantastic Four homage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got that, and I accidentally dropped it, and it's now in the trash.
Yeah.
And then last, Nina Hain Paul's Nightmare Blog. This is the spin-off book from Philadelphia, written by Rodney Barnes.
Did either of you pick up the Todd McFarlane variant?
No. I could have gotten it, and I missed out on it.
I got cover A.
Yeah, I didn't see it at my shop, and you know me, I'm if I don't see it, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Then these I got from Spooky Empire last Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, Grim Tales of Terror.
I watched the video. Was it all horror books?
Yeah, that one booth I went to, they were the only ones that had like 2 bins of comics.
Yeah,
they were all horror books.
All horror, yeah.
Yeah, you know, the Grimm stuff from Zenoscope, it's all like sexy females, but the story is usually actually still pretty good.
Yeah, it's just that they use the covers to draw you in, and then when you read them, they actually really good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I figured Vampirella was, being that I never read it. I figured it would be the cover grab, and then the story is something totally different.
Weird Science.
That's cool.
Nice. Is that from the movie, or is that just a play on words like it's the same?
Well, Weird Science was a book before the movie.
Right.
So this is like a reprint.
That's old EC books.
A
reprint.
Hasn't even got the EC logo.
Yeah, man, I love how the EC books did that thing where the weird science and the science is all electrified and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean that looks so cool, man.
And then here's another. This came out in the '90s, but it's like a homage to the old EC. This New England Comics, Tales Too Terrible to Tell.
Oh man, that is a gnarly cover. I like that.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, and it was like $5, I was like, yeah, I'm getting this.
New England Comics, does it have the tick in there? Yes, there's the tick.
That's what I was about to say, the tick.
Oh, this is a modern comic?
Yeah, it's like early '90s.
Oh, okay. I thought that was throwback. I thought that was like one of the old ones.
But because it uses that EC style of cover.
Yeah.
And whenever I see these style of covers that pays homage to EC, I gotta grab it. And this is just a gnarly cover. And then I show Will these off air. Got my Ghostbuster figures. The real Ghostbuster have Bankman stuff. So yeah, it was a pretty fun show. All things considering.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Nice.
So you ready, Remo?
Yeah, I'll show a couple things. I got a bunch of stuff, but I ain't gonna bore you guys with all the stuff I got.
Shout out.
So you might as well do it now because I got a whole stack myself.
I got about 5 stacks like this. So yeah,
Simply incredible.
I started a new job a couple weeks ago. So I got a new job a couple weeks ago. So my hours are totally different. So I have like very little time to do things during the week because I work like I'll consider them normal hours now. I don't work like the butt crack of dawn until early afternoon. Now I work like morning to evening. You know what I mean? So I don't really have like the time to go to the shop during the week and stuff. So I gotta be strategic and have like my shop hold stuff for me and order stuff ahead of time. Like I can't go in there. But anyway, I this is some stuff I picked up. I actually picked this up last night. I picked up my pool list last night. So I got the House of Slaughter #1.
Nice.
I got Hellcop. Mm-hmm. I wanted the B cover because it was a Halloween version. It had like 3D glasses with it. I told him to get it, but he didn't give it to me. I don't know if he forgot or he just didn't have them. But I didn't get it. But, Black Manta. I mainly started reading this because of the B covers, because of Sanford Green. He did all the B covers. He's doing all the B covers, and the story's pretty good. It's picking up. Like it's pretty good though. I like how Chuck Brown is writing it. He's writing it from a cool perspective.
That's Chuck Brown, right?
Yeah, Chuck Brown and but Sanford Green is doing all the B covers. He's not doing the interiors. It's somebody else, Delandro or something like that. But and then, but I mean, it's a good story. It just started. It's only I think it's on the 3rd issue. So, but I got the 2nd and the 3rd. I've been reading that though, and then picked these up in the back issue bin for like $1 a piece.
Oh, nice newsstand.
Yeah,
that's Star Fox.
They're not. I mean, they're not in terrible shape, but they're not in the best shape. Like this one has like a little staining on the bottom.
Hey, you said $1, right?
Yeah. So
you already made your money.
Yeah, basically. These were in the back issue bin.
Oh, nice.
Iron Punisher.
Then this was in the back issue bin.
Yeah, I got that. That's the issue 1, right?
Little Frank Cho boudoir.
Frank like him thick, man.
Yeah, buddy. I don't blame him. And then I got the B cover of, I think it's like a C or something, but it's a foil cover of the.
You got the foils are nice, man.
It was like a foil, and then you guys reading this Dark Ages? This is it was on my pool list, and then they got damaged, so he got me.
That's the Marvel event, right?
Yeah. It's only like on. I think it's issue 3 is coming out next week, but it's when all the Earth loses all its power.
Yeah, I did that.
So
only X book I read Wolverine.
Well, I mean, this is. I guess it's technically an X book, but it has Iron Man in it. It has Miles Morales is in it.
It's a Marvel Universe book.
Yeah. Apocalypse is in it. X-23. Yeah. So, and then what else did I get? I got the latest Black Widow issue. The A and B cover.
I like that B one.
Yeah, show that B again.
Look like Lindsay. I think it is.
I don't know. I like the background to be better, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
see, that's when I saw it. I was like, there was a lot of space back there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't hate it, but you know what I mean. It could have.
Yeah, I like B's background. I don't know if I like her better on A or B.
And this to me looks like a rap album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Hugh's pretty dope. So, and then I got the Wolverine Sabretooth.
I'll be getting that in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I asked for two, but he only gave me one. So sometimes he kind of self-allocates me. So
see, Marvel does this thing where they do these variant covers for like the month, and they did the Joe Jusko masterpiece. I'm like, I'm not. Some people buying all of them. I'm not doing that. I'll get the ones that I like, and that's about it.
This is something that's killing the children. 1 in 25.
Another foil?
That's a House of Slaughter.
Or House of Slaughter. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a foil.
Nice.
Foil cover.
Are you going to be grading these foils?
That was my vow to myself and to Mr. Matt Odom. We said we weren't going to buy any more books. We were just going to grade, but you see how that's holding up. Got the Moon Knight 1 in 25, issue 4.
That's cool.
I think this is Delato. And then I don't know if I told you guys that my LCS was closing down, so they were closing down, and Torpedo was supposed to have taken over, but I guess the deal fell through. So he basically has been letting his loyal customers, we make appointments and we can go in there and shop for everything's half off for 30 minutes, you know? So this is what I picked up this morning.
Okay, I was about to say, what all did you get? Because
I got bags and bags of stuff, but I mean, you'd have to come back.
Hey, you telling me half off? I'm going in.
I just got this right here, but I'll show you a couple things just off of what Sean just showed. I got I got these for like $5.
Oh, nice.
You know, the trade paperbacks. Got that because I like Hellboy, but I haven't read a lot of it, so I bought this one.
Falling down the wormhole of the Magnolaverse.
Yeah, like $7. You know what I mean? And then what else did I get from? This was a lot of like second print stuff, you know, third print, you know, just little books and stuff. But then this is what I got today. Because, like I said, he let us go in the store and shop. Some stuff I just, you know, would just get from him. But he let us set up these appointments. And I got a bunch of stuff, but I got this today. But,
Sabretooth.
Got this for $5. And this is a 9.8 for sure.
Did you get the whole run or just the number?
No,
one?
just the first issue. These were some of the books he had on the wall.
Wall book. Nice.
Got that for $5.
Yeah, I'd clean out a wall for sure.
Got 3 of these for like a couple bucks, like $2 a piece, or $700. He gave me this for free.
Oh, nice.
It's a 9.8 for sure. And then I think I did good, but this was like
that's a grab pack.
Yeah, Infinite Crisis 1 through 7.
Nice.
So I got to check it and see if my hunch was right.
Isn't there a key now in that 1%?
That's what I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna find out.
I'm trying to think of that super.
Okay, Hain Rest. Yeah, right there. That's it. That's it.
And I want to say this might be a key too. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Is that newsstand or direct?
These are all directs, yeah.
Okay.
And then this is like their secret files of origin or whatever. And like I said, most of these are all they're brand new. You know, like
Man,
he takes
man,
puts it in there.
you got a horror movie running in your house or something, man?
That's my daughter upstairs playing online Genshin Impact.
Playing online. Is it a first person shooter? Because I can empathize with those films. That's what it is.
Yeah. So that's it right there, man.
Nice, man. That's some great stuff, man. So now it is time.
All right, you ready for this?
We are ready.
Okay, I was able to get this for $5. I have no idea if that's a good deal or not, but it is number 5.
Rampage on Hulk magazine? Wow.
Yeah,
Shit, I would have bought it for $5.
Yeah.
got Mariner on it there, and then I got this one for $20. Don't know if I overdid it on this one or not, but number 1.
Nice. Love that cover.
Yeah. And then I don't know what the rest of these are valued at, but I just know there's at least one person who is currently watching me that would be somewhat interested in. Well, this is issue 80.
Nice. I think I saw that at Daytona Comic Con. You know, they had a bunch of those Savage Swords of Conan.
84.
I think I have that one. That was one of the ones I picked up.
107.
Nice. I don't have that one. See.
113.
Oh, man.
Yeah. 114.
Sweet.
Yes. 118.
Conan always be battling the monsters, and you got the side chick there. You
Yeah.
know.
119. Oh, 121.
Well, you snatched up these
Yep.
Conan books. That's what I was about to say. BB ain't even in the chat yet.
Very angry, Conan.
Almost that.
Those were the first things to go at my LCS when he closed. Everybody went and bought. He had all these Conans on the wall. Those were gone when I went back.
That was 32.
Nice.
Here's 158.
Oh, I love that cover. That's like a little homage to the movie cover.
Yeah. We got a bunch of spiders. 161.
Oh, spiders.
And 179. Yeah, out in the cold.
Cold doesn't bother Conan.
Let's see here. Then 187.
Man, those covers is just amazing. Not only they have great stories, but those covers just phenomenal. Yeah, I have that one.
And generally, I'll take it that what's on the cover is at some point inside of that book, that issue, or is it just
Majority of the time is like that. Got that one. That's nice.
Bit of a anniversary. This is the last one. Bit of an anniversary book here. Issue 200.
Yeah, I got that one too.
So I don't know how much. They're in pretty good shape. I don't know how much I would charge for these, but that's why I bought them. They seem to be a good deal. So,
well, most of those books that I see range between $5 to $15. You know, whenever I see them, like the Vampirella books cost way more than the Conan books in terms of magazine size.
well, that's because it's a hot chick rather than a hot dick.
yeah,
I mean, let's be honest.
basically.
Yeah. I was thinking charging like $7 or $10 for each one.
That'll work.
That's fair.
Cool.
You hear that?
All right. Well, yeah, that's what I picked up. I mean, I picked up more, but it's all in the other room. But yeah, my shop was talking about that paper shortage as well, and he still had some stuff, so I went and bought. I just bought 500 bags and boards,
Good for you,
and
man.
the
I'm gonna have to.
bags, the regular bags are the same price as the resealable. So all 500, I just got them as resealable because the price is the same now.
Yeah, my my new main LCS that used to be my secondary one. He has no short boxes or long boxes until the end of November at the earliest, and then he said that but bags and boards he stocked up on them when he first caught wind that that there were going to be a shortage, and he stocked up. So he's like, dude, I got plenty. Don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
So he and he didn't and he hasn't really like upped the price crazy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, because some shops are doing that.
yeah, like I think he was selling. I think he raised. I won't say he went crazy. I mean, he raised it, but not crazy like he did the boards. The pack of 100 is like $15, and then I seen like Mylars were like 25, or the Mylites. You know what I'm saying? Like 25.
See, here's where we each live. We'll play a bit of a
that
the price of books. Because used to the standard price over here was $8 for bags, poly bags, and $10 for boards.
yes.
They went up, and then they went up again, and now he's doing 15 for boards and 10 for bags. But he says he's swapping suppliers, so he should be able to bring that price, at least for the boards, down a little bit. But when you do the math, that's only 25 cents per bag and board per book. And I always figure when I'm logging in books that I buy and read bag and board, I've always been figuring 30 cents. So I'm still okay there. So I'm it's not too expensive yet.
So the shops around here that I go to, they vary. Like my old LCS used to only like charge us like 15 cents for a bag and board, and then some charge 25 cents or 30 cents, and then some just give you the option. Do you want one or like they'll already have it bagged, and then they'll have it raw, and they'll say the bagged one is it costs more, and then the raw one is cover price. You know what I mean? So you just kind of they'll know obviously by when you bring it up.
Let me ask you guys this: does your shop give you a discount for having a box, a pull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, no. Yeah, but no.
Oh, yeah, but no. Yeah. Well, my thinking is, I wish all the shops around here would not give me a discount on new books and bag and board them automatically as soon as they get them in, and then just give me a discount on like back issue stuff, but no discount on new stuff, and already have them bagged and boarded. I wish the shops would do that.
Well, here's the thing though, like if you think about it, you should get more of a discount all around, because if you really think about it, they don't pay for shipping. Like Diamond doesn't charge shipping. So we shouldn't get a floated down cost for them having to order the books, and then they mark up the books because the books are discounted when they buy them from Diamond, or like that's if you were to go through previews or whatever, you're paying a lesser price than what is on the cover price, because you're a quote unquote vendor or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's been a while since I read up on it, but I think the price of the comic, if it's like $4, they only have to pay $2.
Yeah.
And all of that is divvied up amongst printing and everything else. So they're going to charge an extra $2, because that's what the book says on it, $4.
Mm-hmm.
And then anything that they give in discount will be cutting into that too. But they've already paid $2 for it. make it a total of 4.
So for me, if you have a pre-order, which I consider a pool box, you should get that discount because you're not a headache. Whereas, you know what I mean? Like you're not. Usually, you're paying for them storing the books, and you're paying all the stuff included in that. But if you order the book, you should get the same discount that they get. You should get everything they get because you're ordering it from them. Diamond can't send it directly to you. They have to send it to the shop. You know what I mean?
That's worth something, though. I mean, but I see what you're saying. If they pay $2 for it and the cover price is $4, if you're a pool box customer and you ordered it and that's the only reason they have it, you should pay $3 for it, not $4.
Well, here's the thing. My shop wants you to do that. Because he doesn't want to order what no one wants. So he wants everybody to have like a pool list. He wants you to pre-order the books. He wants you to tell them ahead of time what to get. That way, you don't have to, because then he'll order what you want, and then he'll order a couple order for somebody who randomly comes in.
I think I see. Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing but differently. Because right now, I don't know about what. I mean, one of you, Remo, you're in California, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got massive taxes.
Yes.
And then Florida, I don't know what your tax is. In my area, tax is 9%. So he gives me a 10% discount, which basically means I just get it tax-free. It's not much of a discount anyway.
But if you're buying $50 or $60, that's $5 or $6. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know, but still, it's only taking care of taxes, really, though. So I'm not getting much of a discount.
I'm not mad at it. Like, I'll do it because I want to keep him in business. But
yeah.
If you're buying books to stay in business, right? And then if you're asking me on top of that to order my own books so that you don't have to kind of account for those, that should pay for something too. You know what I mean? Like I saw the comment that Woodard said if you pay over $100, they give you $10 off. Like that's a pack of bags. Yeah, that's like a pack of bags. You know what I mean?
If they would just. If you bought a new
like
book,
you said, if you would bag and board the book, then I would be cool with that. And
give it to me give the bag and board for free.
Yeah,
one or the other.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's worth it to me. You know what I mean? Because then I don't have to buy them. You don't have to bring more in, because it's always a space issue. It's always me paying for. Or you as a business owner, you're paying for real estate. You're paying for storage.
I want to know out of that in our scenario where they pay $2 and it's cover price $4, that $2 that you have to play with, I would like to know how much of that is ate up by other stuff. Like, for example, if you got rent, you got electricity, you got all that. Does that eat up $1? Does it eat up 75 cents? Does it eat up, $1.80 and they've only got 20%? They're doing something wrong if that's all the loot that they make. I want to know what is all that taken care of, because I bet you money, most shops you could probably tweak something and they could make more.
Well, let's be frank, man. I'm not going to play any violin for any shop right now because they're making money hand over fist right now, and they can't say they're not, because I know how much money I spend going into the shop, and that's just me. And I know there's plenty of other people that come in after me. They're going to spend the same amount, so they're making their money. They can't sit up and say, "Oh, they're raising the price on the books." Yeah, but you're still going to sell them.
Yeah. Well, even if they only made back what they jump in anytime, Sean.
No, I'm just enjoying the conversation.
Even if all they did on new books was make back the $2 they spend, they pay like less than a dime or less than 3 cents for collections and stuff that are brought in, and then they're charging $1, $2 if it's a key, 40, 50, 80 if it's graded, $1,000. So they could probably still make the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
what's up, JB?
Yeah, I just think that a lot of the stuff, like, there'd be no shortage if you gave people the bags and boards, like when you bag and board everything and not be cheap, then what's the point? I'll have no point of coming home and having to bag and board anything unless I'm re-bagging and boarding a book that has been in my possession for a number of years, and it's not going to be like,
You see, the problem with that is if they were to do that, it would be a poly bag and standard only one side coated board. But then you got guys like this fella that just popped in. Everything needs to be in the Mylar.
Yeah. But you know what?
Full
I guess
pack.
I got lucky. I just go to eGerber Direct and I buy them 1,000 at a time. And it's not all that
Yeah, that's
expensive when you
great.
buy in bulk like that. Now,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
now it's an investment. You know, you're going to invest $400 or whatever it was to get them delivered, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper than buying them retail.
Oh,
By the
yeah.
way,
And
I
I
can
heard you
probably-
can't even get them from them right now.
I heard that too. Yeah, I've personally seen 3 different methods with regards to this. There's old school, which would be Stockton, California. I believe his name is, I can't remember his name is Sam or something. He's an old man. All the books on the floor are raw. And if even after you buy them and you say, "Can I get bags and boards?" he points to the wall and says, "Yeah, that shit's over there." He ain't messy. He doesn't have any singles or individuals that he can count
I
off for
remember
you.
that shop when I was a kid.
He don't even play. It's just like that, like whatever.
Yeah.
Then Concord, California, they ask you, "Hey, do you want bags and boards?" If you say yes, he counts them up, charges you for them, counts them out, puts them with your order, but doesn't bag them for you. Says, "There you go." Now, in Lodi, there's 2 shops, and one of them is kind of upscale. It's kind of what I call the new bougie type of comic store, right?
Yeah.
Bougie. And here's something that defines you as being a bougie comic store. 1, you don't have any wall books. If you don't have any wall books, you're bougie, okay, bro? You got to have some books on the wall. And then every single comic book in there is already pre-bagged. Every single one's pre-bagged. Doesn't matter. They're all done. And the price is included already. How he does that? Whatever is on him, because it's still cover price. Doesn't offer any discounts at all. Doesn't offer anything like that. But everything's pre-bagged.
That's how he does it then.
Yeah, everything's pre-bagged. Done deal. And there's no wall books, and there's lots of tables for kids to play their card games.
Yeah.
That's another thing. You've done crossed over when you've got more card games than you do comic books.
I'm sure that's how he's able to bag
That's
and
how he's
board.
able to do that to us.
Yeah.
But he looks at me
Yeah.
and goes, "If you only knew, you don't make any money. It's all these guys that do."
Yeah, man, that's what I've been told.
That's why there's a lot more shops doing those,
Right.
card games and stuff like
Whatever they
City
got to
and
do to
Coliseum.
survive. Every revenue stream that they can take advantage of, they should. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But
well, my shop,
I like what this guy does. He's got a big gate. It's a fake wall, one of those gritty things, a big gritty wall.
yeah,
And behind the wall are all these tables and all these kids. And that's how they do it. So it's not like up in your face.
Yeah.
The other place, as soon as you walk in the door, table, and you're like, where are the comic books at now?
Yeah.
Oh, they're back there.
yeah. My shop is he does the bag and boards like the second version you mentioned. He'll ask if you want some, but and then he has a few back issues, but not many. Most of his stuff is only new books, and that's it.
Hipsters.
He has Magic all on the glass case and everything where the counter is, no wall books. And
No
in
wall
one
book.
corner is D&D, and that's his biggest seller. And then there's like another room on the back end of the shop, and that's where the tables are. And then there's a shop, one of the biggest in the state, called The Deep in Huntsville. That one has, you walk in, they have all the card stuff like Magic and all that. Then they have toys and or not toys, but D&D and other kind of board games. Then they have a whole section with the comics, and then they have toys over here. And upstairs is all the tables where you do gaming and stuff. And when I say comics over here, there's still a large area to comics. They also have a big wall. JB, you remember me walking in there on video once and showing all the long boxes, right? They have like 500 something long boxes.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's a huge shop, but anyway, that's how they do it. And they always just ask, do you want bag and boards, and do it the second way too.
Now, are their books pre-priced? Or are they waiting for you to do their work for them?
Every single book on the wall or out in there has a barcode sticker on the bag, and that's what it is. And of course, new books, they don't have any sticker on them because they're out of a bag and board, but they're just cover price. If you're a subscriber, though, they got a pull box, it's 10% off.
Very nice.
Actually, no, 15% off. He does 15 now.
It
I
should
get
be.
15 off at my
It should
shop.
be.
Yeah.
I think I get I get 15 from the stuff I pre-booked from Chino, I believe, because I still get good stuff sent from Chino.
Order any stuff, pre-order any stuff locally, JB, or all of it?
Yeah, everything that Tinian writes and everything that Donny Cates writes. That was my pull box for the 4 months I was away when my wife was battling cancer.
Gotcha.
I said, hey, when I'm going to be gone for a while, this is what I want you to do for me.
Mm-hmm.
Any title that is released from James Tinian or Donny Cates, pick it up.
Yep.
That was good. I was pretty much covered when the what's this one? I was just going through them.
House of Slaughter.
Nice House on the Lake when that one popped. There's a couple other ones that happened in the last 4 months, but yeah, I think he's a great writer. Even though when we get to, I don't know where you're at in the show, but when we get to what we've read, I think I read a stinker from a Mantinian.
We've already passed that, so you can go ahead right now.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll give you. I don't know how hot the take is, but I don't know if it's because I overhyped myself because this was supposed to be out last week or even the week before, and it's one of my favorite reads, but this was kind of boring.
Yeah.
And to talk about monster hunting and then not have a monster, really, I don't know. I'll probably go another couple issues before I can it, but I'm not taking that. I'm not taking series forever anymore. I say that.
Yeah,
I say that.
All say things,
the last page of episode 2 was going to have me going, fuck.
Yeah.
And by number 3. We know it. Okay. My next one was
and there's one fact about that too, JB. He's dead.
I know. He's already dead.
Like, you can't even get into it. You know what I mean?
Why invest yourself into this character? The dude's dead.
He's dead.
All right.
Hey, we got
alert.
Larry in the chat here.
Larry, what up?
What's going on, Larry?
Poker, man. Popping in. Good stuff, man. Thanks for having me back today. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm glad you're doing well, JB, and that you've been back active doing your shows, and it's been great seeing.
I'm having a good time doing the show. Yeah. I'm having a great time. The show is amazing because it's doing pretty decent on podcast. Well, considered there are more people listening than there are watching. How about that? So that's cool. Because I think that grows faster.
Because I can do it while I'm sneaking it at work. I can't watch.
I'm hearing that all the time. Yeah, I listen to you on my drive into work. Cool, man. As long as you're listening, I appreciate it.
Hey, Big Will, you'll have to re-show those books now that we got the man in the chat.
Okay, well, I'll go after JB for this.
Okay.
So
this is the first. I'm not gonna say the first Spawn book I've read, but this is gonna be the first Spawn series that I am gonna invest into reading. I'm gonna read this, and I enjoyed this first one. I like how they broke it down. I think I really enjoyed it because of the fact that you know how your parents get when they get old and they look at technology, right? And they just don't understand it, and it's funny to you. That's what this is. You're taking some 1800s horseback riding gunslinger Spawn, and you're flash forward and forward to the 20th century and watching him fumble around with the technology. I think is fun. So anyway, I'm going to be invested into this series. I think I'm going to take this for a little while. I enjoyed this one. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of my stinkers, and one of them was just a straight what the hell. I don't know which one to go first. Let's do it the Tinian one. He did he do this one too? No, he did this one. Okay, so his first one was bad. It was all right. House of Slaughter. It was Yeah. I don't even know what to say about this. I didn't like the art in this, and the story was ridiculous. And about halfway through reading this, I actually went back to the front and said, "Did he really write this? This is bad. I didn't like this at all. It didn't flow.
On his way out the door.
It was. I
feel like on his way out the door, they're like, "Oh, you need to do this," and he went, "Oh, I have to. Okay, all right, yeah. Hey, kid, come here. Here, this is what I want you to do. Yeah. No, I don't need to read it. Go ahead. Yeah, hey, DC, here you go."
He wants to cancel that title before 12.
I feel like there's no way with every home run that he's hit in issue 1. How many consecutive home runs did he hit in issue 1?
And then you think come out 8 or 10.
This is a 12 issue run. 12 issue freaking run.
Do you think it'll make it to all 12?
No,
4.
there's no way.
4.
Maybe
4
I was even questioning what was the
I don't know if
purpose
it's gonna
of
make
that
it-
series.
But this one comes out and it's kind of meh. Unless, there could be the twist at the end. And, spoiler alert if you're not going to read it, or you probably won't read it.
Wait.
Get
I'm
anyway.
going to read it, man. I already heard that, but I'm going to read it later on
just,
after the show.
there was no monster.
But I mean, but just
fucking wait. You keep turning the page and there's no fucking
but
monster.
just the thing is that he's dead. That's the only thing that I was kind of
Right.
teetering the fence.
Right.
He's dead.
So this was just kind of stupid, ridiculous. I didn't like the art. It didn't flow. I feel like he absolutely just mailed it in.
Well,
All right. I said, I'm going to take a chance on this. I'm going to take a chance on this because it was very Suicide Squad-ish type of team building. It's not. It's Task Force Z. There's a whole different thing, man. Task
that
Force
is a zombie book.
It's no, kind of, maybe. It's kind of a reanimate. Yeah, kind of. Okay, we'll
There's
call it
no
a zombie
kind
book.
of. Either is or it isn't. It's a zombie.
I know Task Force
They control the zombies.
Squad, so they got to be a knockoff.
They control the zombies. They've dug up the corpses of Bane and Man Bat and a couple other characters. It's fucking ridiculous, and they're always hungry. And they control them with this pill. It's just
a backdoor Batman title. Basically.
So is that the one where they have their heads, and as long as they have their heads, they can reanimate anything?
Is that what it is? I haven't even got to that. I didn't see anyone get reanimated. I just saw a bunch of ridiculousness in a crazy storyline. Yeah. Okay, now I want to get to one that I think I actually am going to continue reading. Maybe 2. This first one, Nita Hawes Nightmare Blogs.
Oh, I just got that today. I'm looking forward to reading.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil it.
Variant or just that?
I just got this. This was good. You're gonna like this. I enjoyed this. I can't wait to see what happens next. This was cool. The way that they
from
told
Rodney
this
Barnes,
story.
who did Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. And I've never read Philadelphia. And this kind of had, and it drops Philadelphia a couple times in here. But I thought it was really, really good. Hey, Matt, the boy who had sevens popped
Matt?
in. You got a great crowd in here, man. You got a great crowd. And then on the advice of my man Adrian APM, and I took his advice, and not too bad. You guys got to check out this interesting story. This Crossed a Bear from Aftershock Comics, and it tells the story of Jack the Ripper. When the heat was on for Jack the Ripper, where the hell did that guy go? Well, in this story, he kind of jumps off to the Wild West to go hide. I can't wait to see how that turns out. Yeah. Anyway, those are the ones I've read so far. Those are my picks. Yeah, I had no idea. There's a couple of books that I had no idea about.
Time travelers chasing after him, and I was like, I've seen it.
Until I had them on, until I had some people on the show.
Yeah.
And part of the thing is every guest that I have on the show, I ask them for their top 3 picks that week. And every single guest had a book that I was not on. I'm like, oh, really? Tell me about it. So it's
careful with that. You don't want to find all these.
I got this variant of the.
Ooh.
See, I didn't even see that one.
I've never seen that one.
I only seen the one
that is old. What's that in the style of that old 40s newspaper article type style? What do you call that? That's what it looks. That's what it reminds me of, anyway.
Oh yeah, the lady. Yes, you can, or whatever.
Very nice.
Nice.
Looks like very Norman Rockmare kind of.
Did you see the ones with
Norman Rockwell-esque? I think that's what I was looking for.
Did you see the covers that had like the old blues players?
No.
And they all have like almost like.
How many covers are there for this?
I think there's like 5 or 6.
Okay, that's not bad. And is it true that? Well, I announced it. I don't know if it's going to be true or not, but what Image said they're not going to be doing second, third, subsequent printings anymore.
I think it sort of defeats the purpose if they do that, but yet they have 27 variants for the next spot.
Well,
I mean, I think they should. I think all comic companies should limit the comics.
We can't do second prints anymore. I want to do like 5 more covers for Spawn. Okay, that makes sense. Let's do that.
Hey, they use a lot of paper for that damn stray dogs and all their variants and stuff like that.
But that's fine. But just limit them. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do that many
Bro,
covers,
they had like freaking 5 sets of all horror covers for each
Yeah,
issue, and then they did another couple.
I know. I bought them all.
A cover, B cover, and a scarce C cover stop.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah, but then I think it should be B and C should be the least run, printed of the run. If you're gonna do a B and a C cover, it shouldn't be it shouldn't be more than the A cover.
Oh, it should never be more than the A cover. Any subsequent printing should always go down and print.
Yeah, it should
print run
less. Like it should really be a almost like if you order it, this is the FOC, but we're only gonna print up exactly what is ordered. We're not gonna, and if they get damaged, so be it.
I think they kind of do that. I don't know if it's changed, but in a past life, I was a buyer for a baseball team, and they did a lot of printing. We printed pocket schedules. We did so much print. Every program, bro, all that. We printed all that stuff, and printing was always, you were basically taking it plus or minus 10%.
Yeah.
Of whatever your order was.
That's what I mean.
Industry standard.
Don't do the 10%.
This invoice you overran it. And you know what? They'd always overrun it.
You always oversell. You have to. If you're not overselling, you're not trying to be good. Oh, you broke up.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Dropped off. You kicked the cord out of the wall. Hey, remember on Airplane when she's playing the guitar and the girl?
Yeah.
They should have like the print run should be A, then half of whatever print run B cover, and then like 10% of A is your C.
You should be the hardest one to get. That should be your
that should have the least amount
incentive or your, you know what I mean, or however you're gonna do it.
And do away with all store variants.
Yeah, I won't say that, but that's why I think the print run should be low. If you're gonna allow stores to have variants, then it should
have to pay for all of it.
Yeah, they should be
their
it should still be like less.
Is he back?
Am I back?
Yeah,
I'm all for
you're grainy, but you're back. Yeah.
So now I'm grainy, but I'm back. That's interesting. I wonder what's going on with this thing.
Well, you're not grainy, I can make out your face. It's fine. But...
Yeah, I'll come back.
No, you're good.
Okay. Guess he'll try and come back.
But yeah, because I don't want the quality of the books. They're already bad. I don't want them to go down worse. Yeah. But if you can focus in and make sure you get the best out of the ones you get, not only will the quality be good, but then you have something tangible.
If the company, the publisher, Marvel, DC, Image, if they will just do the A, the lesser B, and the rare C, and then stop it there, I think that'll be fine, even with stores doing their own variants.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're paying for those. So
I just don't want it to be where it's like an overdone thing, because you want as the collector in me wants to have something that's rare. You know what I mean? Even if it is an A cover, I don't want I missed out on the B and C. So yeah, this is cool, but it's not as special as the other ones. It's all the same guts. So all the books should be, what they are. And it shouldn't be this one was overrun, so this one's not as much as this one, and only these people in this region of the country are able to get the book, and it's just come on.
Well, it should be based on the store that orders. Every store that orders should get the A. Maybe half of the stores should get a B, or maybe they only get two.
They don't get as many
copies of the B.
Yeah, exactly.
And the C is like every other store that orders or less gets the C.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with that.
I want to ask JB if he had read this one, He Who Fights with Monsters.
Yeah, I haven't read that one. I have it, I just haven't got to it.
I saw it at the shop, and it looked pretty interesting. It's the same artist who did Something That's Killing the Children, so.
Yeah. That one, did he do Nice House on the Lake too?
The artist?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
See, and that's the thing, as I'm collecting now, the only variants you would have, like what was considered variants back when I was a kid, I guess now are the price ones, the ones that say 30 cents instead of 25 or whatever. The pricing variants. Like they didn't have like multiple covers, and then in the '90s, I think they started having the more of the secondary covers.
You know what my shop does is like they know I collect Vampirella and Red Sonja. They'll put like 3 covers in my pull, even if I ain't asked them to, because I know I'm sub to it, and they'll let me choose which one I want the most. Now, sometimes I like 2 out of the 3. I'll probably get the second one. Most of the times, I'll just put one back and just get one copy. Because I'm like that when it comes to money and wise. I just want to save and maybe use that money to get another book or something like that. Yeah. But most of the time, I like when my shop adds 2 or 3 variants and give me the option to put them.
Yeah, that would be cool because every shop that I know, it's first come, first served, and then you have to ask for specifically the amount. Like if I want 2 copies, or you got to say you want the B cover. Like the shop I go to now, he sends out a newsletter on Sunday afternoon, and it's all the books he's going to get in for the week, and then he kind of highlights or put them in bold of what he thinks you might want to take a look at. Like, hey, this might heat on it, or this is going to be this, and he'll put like who the artist cover is and stuff like that. And then what you do is you respond to him and say, hey, I want this title, I want the A and the B cover, I want 2 of them. Yeah, he'll be like, okay, got you, got you.
And I'm right there with V. I'm not going to get all crazy about variants. If I get it, it's fine. If I don't, I'm not going to cry over it. I just like that my shop gets to put multiple variants in there and let me choose. Yeah. Either I can buy them all or because most of the time, you want a specific variant and then the shop is sold out of it, so you don't get a chance to get it. So they will put it in there.
Well, it's like with that. How often do you get more than one? Like if they give you if they put 3 in there, how often do you just get 1? So how often do you get 2, and how often do you get 3?
I will get no more than 2.
Yeah. So no, but think about the percentage wise. He's thinking, hey man, if I give him the choice, 30% of the time he buys 2, 15% of the time he buys all 3. Yeah. And that is straight cash.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's going to sit on the wall.
But to me, it's better than just having them on the wall or something like that, where they know you love that comic, you read the comic, so they give you that option. Hey, I'll put 4 variants in there.
Yeah, especially like when Eve came out, I remember my wife had pre-ordered it because she was ahead of the curve, and she was like, I want this book. And then when it came out, since she ordered it, he got the incentive. So she was like, oh, I want the incentive. And he was like, cool, it's yours. And then I said, and from then he started ordering the book. And I said, look, for every issue you order, if you get an incentive of 1 in 10, 1 in 15, 1 in 25, I don't care what it is, she wants it. And he was like, cool. So whenever they came in and he got all 5 issues and he got all the incentives, she got all of them. You know what I mean?
Sometimes my shop will give me an incentive. Mm-hmm. And because I'm so loyal, it's been 10 years I've been loyal to the shop, they'll give it to me for cover price.
Yeah.
For people that's not subbed and normal guys,
and I think that's how it should be.
They charge the incentive price, but loyal customers, they'll give them the cover price for it.
Hey, I've only done it 4 times ever, and that's buy all the variants that come out for the book. I did that on Return of Wolverine because I was like, he's back, and I was so happy. And I bought every cover. So I got to the counter and there's a big old stack of books. And I noticed on the wall, thanks to me ordering every cover, because there was like 30 of them, they had some of the incentives on the wall. And I'm like, hey, that's what is that there? And they go, that's the 1 in 25 or the 1 in 50. And I'm like, okay. And I pay the incentive price, 1 in 50, $50, 1 in 25, 25. Get home, realize it's not the 1 in 25, or it's not the 1 in 50. It's the 1 in 50 or the 1 in 2. It's the next highest one up. So I paid half.
All right.
of the thing. Yeah, that kind of made me happy. But yeah, I've only done that 4 times. I did it for Return of Wolverine, Detective 1000, Action Comics 1000, and for the Alex Ross Timeless variants.
Yeah, those timeless variants had a lot of people jumping out getting all of those.
I did not.
Yeah, I missed.
Yeah, I got the ones that I like.
There would be some guy in an auction on YouTube selling them all, right? In one shot, and you'd be like, "There you go." Just
yeah,
get them all at once instead of.
That's what I thought. I was
chasing
like,
them down. It's good at some point. Someone's going to have done all the work for you, and you can just kind of pick them up.
Up till now, I haven't seen it yet. And if it will, you're gonna be missing a couple of them. Maybe
True.
a couple.
I got a couple of them now.
You're like, I'm keeping the Silver Surfer, or I'm keeping the Wolverine.
Hey, when was the last time I did an unboxing on this channel?
The last time you was on.
Right? Come on. So the only thing that's different between now and then is I have except for I have a mystery mail call, but that's no fun. You guys already know what the fuck's in the mystery mail call. Excuse my language.
You want to open it?
Everybody has it.
Open
Everybody has it. Everybody gets it. So everybody's got it.
Go ahead and open it, man. Hey, it's been a long time, JB.
All we know is what Tom's book is. We don't know the other crap that he put in there.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it's
so
so small now.
The pile is small that Captain America's standing on right there, except they're all from CGC.
Ooh. You got some nice unboxings.
Yeah,
there's one. There's two on the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 CGC deliveries.
So these are all the ones from your post when you said it's the next 10.
When I say here's the next 12. So here's the video concept that I'm working on, and it doesn't matter. I don't want to fumble through opening them up in my videos. I'll fumble through opening them up here. But
hey, I still got the banner right there. Unboxing with JB.
My concept was to take that initial Instagram post, those 12 books that I say these are the next 12 going off, and there's the first part of my video. So I'll bring that in, put some music behind it, make it fun to watch. And then if you notice, Gamma, who does my cleaning and pressing, he'll take 2 or 3 of your books and actually give you the after as they come out of the press.
Oh yeah.
And it's clean. So I'll put those couple videos in there and I'll ask, what's your opinion? And then we'll show what we actually got from CGC. And I don't need to fumble through the unboxing. So let me go ahead and what do we got? 1, 2. I don't care. Pick one, man. Just pick the top one. Make it easy on me.
Go ahead.
Take the top one.
How about this? We'll pick number 1, and then you decide if you're counting from the bottom or from the top.
What is the time frame? So from the time you post the video, about what's the turnaround time since you've waited for the books to come back?
I've kept.
It's all jacked up.
No, it's incredible. I'll give you an example. Only because.
Yeah, no,
I had to. This was this investment and to do it right, I had to keep pretty decent records. So to give you an example, of some of the record keeping for my accountant, my wife. So I'll give you an example of one order here. It says I shipped to Chris on 5/22. Chris is Gamma.
Yeah.
Chris received them on 5/24. He shipped them off on 6/8. CGC received them physically on 6/14. CGC entered them into their system on 8/13.
Wow.
It took 2 months in receiving to get them into the system.
Jeez.
And this order, I don't believe that one has not shipped yet.
So you still haven't even received those?
I haven't gotten that order yet. But some of the newer stuff, it's crazy. It's gone in one of the orders here went in and went out in 2 days. 2 days.
I know that CGC
It was
posted
nuts.
on a site or gave an email where they are testing a new process, and that's why some people are just getting them back lightning fast. But it's a crapshoot of if you're going to be one of those people or not. That
And then
get the test.
So I asked how, because they were inconsistent with their invoicing, right? And when you've got books from June that they've charged you for, and they haven't, you're still there, you're asking, what's up with that? And then books that they literally just received yesterday, they've already charged you for. I'm like, what's the process here? I thought you were charging me when you were shipping them. Now you're charging me when you're receiving them. What is it? 'Cause if you're charging me when you're receiving them and then you're going to wait a half a year to ship them to me, that blows.
The books are no longer pressed by that point?
I don't know. Is that why? I don't know. We're going to find it. Anyway, let me grab the top box and see.
When a book is quick pressed,
right?
Or they
unauthorized spending category. I like goat.
Go back to the way it was. But if you could press a book real hard, most of the time it will pretty much stay that way unless you do something to cause it to do some sort of bend.
I'm trying to take Goat's advice, but my wife is starting to collect them too, so she already knows.
I know the grades. I don't remember what the grades are. They're not great, but we're gonna open them up and show you anyway. So let's see what we got.
All right. Now it's just us, JB. It's just us. So you feel free to say this on someone else's channel, not yours. Are you finding that buying everything from the community is a good idea in this grading?
No, it's a bad idea.
Bad idea.
Well, I don't know. No, actually, that's not true. Because once you find the sellers that A, know how to grade, B, know how to ship, and C, have created some form of trust, then it's a good thing, because then you can continue to go to those sources and they continue to reap rewards. Now, as you're out there experimenting and looking for, you cannot assume that if somebody's selling something on YouTube that they know what the hell they're doing. You can't. Just by an example, my worst horror story, I don't even think the person was malicious. They were just an idiot. The worst story I had of buying a book in the community, you guys know all the knuckle. He's just stupid is his problem. It wasn't like he was being maliciously mean.
Yeah.
He was just stupid.
He didn't pay attention to what he was doing.
He didn't pay attention to what he was doing. He, shipped my books to the wrong person twice. Anyway. When you get a book from somebody, there's so many people selling books. The only thing you guys can do is don't buy from that person again.
Yeah.
You just don't buy from them again. And I've got many auctions. I watch all of them. I am lurking in all them auctions. And you know why? Because when a Secret Wars 8 pops up, there's a good chance I might bid on it. Because I'm always buying them all the time. I still am. But there's certain buyers now. I don't care what they're selling.
Yeah.
It's overgraded.
I got me a list.
Yeah, you got a list too. We all have a list. And I'm telling you, if you're a buyer, everybody has a personal experience. Your experience may be different from someone else's. So I don't want to know Big Will's list. I don't care to know what his list is. I know what my list is because those are personal experiences, and I don't buy from that list. That's the do not buy list.
The point is
the
that
do not bid list. That's I can change the channel list. Yeah. Make sure you have a list.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Let me ask you real quick, JB. I know you have, but your thoughts on the whole whatnot auctions?
I was approved to be a seller, and I'm afraid of that platform right now, honestly, only because it uses a technology that I'm not familiar with. It's a phone-based app, and I'm not a phone-based guy. I've got all come on, guys.
Yeah,
you know what we play
for me. I ain't doing.
I can't just do a phone thing when I've got all of this available to me to do something with. So I told them when it goes PC based, and I can bust out this thing right here, where you know, I've got the rotating buy it nows while I'm doing the auction. You'll see me on Whatnot too.
Yeah.
Now the thing about what I've seen books go for fair price, and I've seen books go for, but like what, you know, it's funny. I was thinking of doing a video where I'm lurking auctions, where, you know, where I'm commentating on the auction, because sometimes you're like, oh man, that's a good deal. Hey, you know what? Let's tune in to Metaphorical because they've got a ASM 300 up, and it looks like a pretty good deal. And the bidding's up to 250. Ooh, what? It's not such a good deal. Wait a minute, you're over the FMV, guys. Whoa, stop bidding. Whoa, oh, dude, they're out of control. What the hell is wrong with these people, man? They're 150 over FMV. Yeah. You could have bought that $100 less on eBay 10 minutes ago. What are you doing? Stop already.
Do that on a very Gary auction.
Oh, that's a perfect. But he's got 400 people, and people get caught up.
Yeah, a lot of that is just you don't want to lose the book.
They don't want to lose. They get up in the mix, and the next thing you know, you've bid something up, and you're like, what the hell?
Man, you know this is a great topic when the man is trying to open some CGC, and we keep asking him questions.
You're asking me questions.
Hey man, I haven't talked to JB live. I don't know how long, man. I'm manager.
Wow. I miss you guys, man. I miss you guys. Man. Thanks for
having me. All right. No more questions.
So funny thing is, this morning my wife said, "So, what do you want to do on your birthday?" Because today's my birthday. I'm turning 49 today. And I said,
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much. And I said, you know what I want to
do? With us, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You could have been chilling on your birthday doing all.
You could have been like me, getting ready to go to Costco by yourself.
Yeah. This is what I want to do. I want to hang out with you guys and just kind of chillax and show off my books. And I don't know, you know. Here we go. Here's the first one. Let's see what we got. I don't even know what's in here. Should I hide it? I can hide it. I don't even know what they are. Which side is it going to be on? It's going to be on this side.
Your right hand.
Okay, so good googly goo. X-Men 142. X-Men 142 newsstand.
A lot more than it is compared to 141.
And custom label.
I saw that. That's nice. I like that.
Custom label 142 newsstand.
That is a perfect label.
Anything in the nines, really, I'd probably, because I think this was a PC. This might have been a PC. So anything in the nines would be freaking incredible, considering I read this as a child. I used to take care of my stuff. Back in the day, I had bags, but boards were like, you were bougie back in the day if you had a board. Bag, everybody had bag. You know, you had bag.
Bag was all you needed.
I had those bags where you could have like freaking 4 or 5 books in them.
Exactly. In there. For as long as they were in a bag, you know, you at least had 2, man. But man, if you had a board in a bag, you were bougie. All right. So considering that 9-2.
Hey.
Ooh, nice. Boom.
9-2.
I'm down with that. I don't have no idea what that's worth, but I'll take it. That was from my PC, so I'm not into it for a bunch of money. So you know what I'm saying.
60 cents.
You probably into it about 50 cents. Wasn't that covered?
50 cents. That was cover price. Yeah. All right, well, I showed that one. So let me go with the 244. Jubilee. I don't think this was from my PC. I bought this one in a lot from somebody. Also with the this whole
that
box
one presses really well.
Custom labels. 9.4.
And I got that grade out of it.
9.4.
Really nice.
Yeah, that's a good grade.
9.4. I'll take it.
That's
Again, don't know if that's worth anything, but I'll take that. 9.4. Custom label, very nice. What else?
They're all worth something.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Next one we've got is
first Gambit or second Gambit if you want to be technical.
Okay.
266.
Did you
direct
buy that?
edition? Yeah, I bought 3 of these. One of the ones that I bought, as a matter of fact, here I'm going to give some credit where credit's due, because I think he went out and just flames. He went out in flames. But I bought a raw Gambit from J Blitz, and it came back 9.8.
Nice. I know if it's I don't know what you spend on it, but 9.8, 9.6, 9.4 are all money 9.2's still pretty good. 9.0.
I don't think it's any. I don't think that's any of those. This is a 9.4.
9.4.
All right.
Hey,
Nice.
All right.
that's still money.
9.4. I think this one came from Uncle Roman.
Question from Goat.
And all Roman's books
Uncle
are
Roman.
nice.
This was
Go.
from Uncle Roman, I think.
The only one that it actually blocks on is the Fantastic
No, here's the custom
Four.
label.
No, it's
It
like
does
right
not
next.
block it. It's right
Yeah,
next to it.
The
That was
FF is the
so
only
way
one
overhyped. I think it
You
blocks
just
a
think
little bit,
block
maybe
it.
on the Wolverine one, maybe a little bit on the Wolverine one, doesn't it? A little bit.
It's not bad. It's just the FF. It totally covers up things, and I don't know why people are still buying that label because we need to not buy it, so they'll scoot the dang thing over.
Which label?
The Fantastic Four label.
Oh yeah.
Weren't we just we were just talking about this one? How about
Oh, the
first
Gambit.
appearance
There you
of
go.
Gambit? The first,
See, you're gonna
right? Because you
start
said it
right
wasn't.
saying that.
You said his second. You said it was his second
Yeah,
appearance.
I was saying 266 second.
If you look
Second
at the
solicitor, right?
side of that book, he's in the whole book, man, talking and everything.
He's
now
in this book, man. This is clearly.
And then they have the little asterisk at the bottom of the page that says refer to
Ooh.
266.
Hey, square man, that's good.
Nice.
9.6. Wow.
All day.
Nice.
All day.
Oh,
Hey,
damn
if
day.
this was Otto from the Grotto, 9. If it was number 9s, he'd be doing karate chops all day.
No, I think he saves it for the 9.8, man. I think he saves
I
it
know.
for the 9.8.
9.8 though, I mean, that's a tough 9.8, man. Everything
So-
I've seen has been 9.6 and below.
Is any of this part of the investment series?
Yeah, it is. This is the raw as part of it. It's on the spreadsheet. Well, it's on the spreadsheet for my wife anyway. No, it's on there. No, it's definitely on there. Every single thing, every dime is accounted for on these. Everything in my hand, because people are freaking out. Let me clear something up. People are like, oh, you're gonna get taxed. You're gonna get 1099. Okay, dude. Let me explain to you. There is I got this for the book, and then there's a question, and it's on your taxes. What was your cost of goods sold?
Yeah,
Cost of goods sold includes acquisition costs,
yeah.
pressing costs, shipping costs, whatever other costs I can come up with. Dude, that's
Yeah,
the
right?
cost.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's all
you know.
included.
It's all included. There's the cost. So yeah,
The gas it took for you to drive to the store to buy it and drop it off.
Yeah.
And
It's 2-mile drive to the post
Oh,
office.
Besides,
all
Drop it off.
going
That's the cost.
comics are
the pain
considered
and strife it
IRS.
costs for me to talk my wife into allowing me to get pressed.
No shit. Yeah,
Those are
that's
considered
an
an
hour.
alternative investment by the IRS. You can actually do capital gains for it if that
Oh.
is better for you.
This is Incredible Hulk number 250. I have no idea where I got this from, but this is another
Looks
one of those
cool.
square. Look, I think it's a square bound though, because it
Definitely square
you can see it's kind of got that roll.
Yeah.
It's not a tight square. I remember when he was pressing this, he was telling me about
Yeah,
this because he
That's a
explained
nice
to me.
cover.
He was explaining to me he goes, the difference between what he was experiencing in this one and this one, because they were both square bounds.
Okay, now obviously it has Silver Surfer on the cover, and you chose the Silver Surfer label. Is there
Yeah.
any deep meaning behind that rather than a
No,
Hulk label?
I just thought it was a cool book and I want to put it on the wall.
Okay. It looks
It's a
good to me.
9.4.
9.4, that's great.
I think anything above a 9.2 with the square bounds is a good grade.
Right? I agree, man. Square bounds are so tough.
Depending on when it came out, anything above a 7.5 is good.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going for 9s, everybody goes
All
for
right, we got a
9s.
couple more.
You can get it in the 9s if you can get it anything like the 9. I mean, 9.2 and above is like those books.
Those square bounds from the 70s, you could just see them right in the front.
Yeah, but then they say when you press them though, sometimes the glue comes off in the edge. So
There it is.
There it is.
141, great label. Is it newsstand?
141 newsstand. I don't know if this was an acquisition or if this was my PC. It could have been a PC. I have no idea. I just took the best one I had and sent it in. 8-0.
8-0.
Wah, wah.
First book below 9 out of those.
I mean,
I'm actually okay with an 8.0 on that.
Hey, let's trade.
If
I'll
you look
trade
at
you
it,
this
though,
one. You
the
trade me one of yours.
with the
You
cover.
know what you need to do is get Chris Claremont to sign that have
There you go.
been
Then you'd have something.
signed. There you go.
Then he's got to resub it, and then he's got to tell the tax man that he had to resubmit it. And
All right, here we go. This is the final book in this box.
Classic
Is
cover.
X-Men 101. And I don't think it's a key. It's just as much as
No,
it's
it's
cool
a
as
key
cover.
because of the cover.
Just because of the cool cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you said X-Men 101.
No, I'm sorry,
Oh,
X-Men.
this is Spider-Man.
Spectacular,
Yeah.
Spectacular 101.
Nah,
Spectacular
cool.
Spider-Man 101.
I don't. 9.4's okay, but I
Nah.
prefer that to be higher myself. What?
So do I. I wonder what's up with this one.
It is a black and white book though, so
I know it. Oh, well, there's one really funky. Yeah, he couldn't get it. I guess he couldn't get that one out because there's one on there, and he's. Or this is a case that it sat so long that it came back because it looks like it's got a little spine roll in it. Would a spine roll come back from pressing if it's sat and
it
receiving for
can
2
if
months?
pressing wasn't good enough.
If it sat and receiving for 2 months,
That would be my fear,
right?
especially if
Well,
I'm in Florida.
there you
That
go.
was awesome, man.
Man,
It was great to see a JB
Another-
unboxing on the show,
Right, it's
man.
been a while.
But
Unboxing some fire.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I was serious, by the way, about the capital gains thing. If that's better for you, you can do it that way because it's a collectible. Consider that. If it's more than a year, 30% is what they charge. Your tax rate, if it's bought and sold less than a year, so depending on your tax rate, that might be a better way to go.
But like Goat said though, how can they prove how do they prove that you didn't already own those books and pay?
Well, if he bought it for 50 cents when he was 12, that would actually be worse because it would be selling it at what, 500 if it's worth 500, and then you have $499.50 as the profit.
Well, yeah, that's it. That's if for the cost of that book, I say, oh, that one was from my personal collection. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah,
My personal
Yeah,
collection may
he's
still
not
be there.
selling that one,
That
just
may have been
yet.
of one I acquired for 75% of whatever I sold it for.
Mhm.
I don't know. I know I acquired a lot of books. I bought a lot of books.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah, right. I think we
So
all
I
have.
got one more thing to show you guys before I kind of bounce out. Even though I
Why
kind
don't you open up one of those smaller CGC boxes?
No, I want to get you guys' opinion on this, only because I don't know if you guys know that I do this show on Thursdays on Lords of the Long Box called the Shakers List.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between the Shakers List and like all the other lists out there? Is this guy picks out the most obscure, just when I say obscure, kind of stuff like this book was distributed in the Sunday Circular in the 1944 Philadelphia, Sunday paper. And somebody has this book in high grade and it got slabbed and sold for some ridiculous money, and we report on that. The chances you having that are nil.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of ones like send in 100 Bazooka Joe and you got this comic book, and people did that. They clipped stuff out and sent it in for comic books, or they bought Toys R Us things and there was things with toys, and that's what this was. So I went to the store and it's a 3 issues in here, and they're probably gonna be worthless, right? They're Toys R Us editions from 1997, but they were so super minty fresh. I was like, man, anything that minty might be worth something. It's from 1997.
Hey,
There's 3 books in here.
I know for a fact that is worth a little bit of money.
There's a Batman 121, the Detective 38, Detective 359 in here, and all 3 of them are just super, super minty. I was like, you know what? I cannot pass this up. I think I need to jump on this. Have you guys ever seen the Toys R Us version? I have no idea.
Yes.
And I used to buy comics.
I think when I was a kid, I sent in a bunch
Probably
of
this year.
Kool-Aid stamps and got the Kool-Aid comic book, Mr. Kool-Aid.
Right.
I got that one. And then the Spider.
Let's see. What's the one I reported on just last week that was just like blew my mind? All right, I'm going to tell you guys a story of a book that I bet you do not know the story of this book. This is a great story. Are you guys Todd McFarlane fans?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to tell you a story about a book. G.I. Joe Special number 1. Do I have G.I. Joe Special number 1? Do you know the story behind this, Big Remo?
Yeah, I do. I watched this. I watched. I watched.
You watched the show.
Somebody else talking about it. Yeah.
Oh, so that was me on Lords of the Long Box. That was my read. So, and this was just such a fantastic story. I want to share with you if you guys want to hear it. You want to hear it, John? So,
Yeah.
G.I. Joe Special number 1. Why
I
it's selling?
I already see a price for it on there.
All right,
9.8.
Lately, the market has been favoring Todd McFarlane covers, right? Now, this is an interesting thing. So they're favoring Todd McFarlane covers. And why am I talking about G.I. Joe Special number 1? Let me tell you.
I'm sick
This
of that
is especially the case for any book outside of Spawn and Spider-Man, which are already pricey. Now, this particular G.I. Joe Special reprints issue number 61. And it was released 2 months after the core series ended in issue 155. So aside from the great cover that makes this book interesting is how Marvel replaced the interior artwork with previously unpublished art from Todd McFarlane. So back in 1987, McFarlane, an inexperienced new comic artist, drew issue number 61, but was ultimately rejected as his artwork was deemed unusable. Marvel instead brought in veteran Marshall Rogers to redo the issue. However, by the end of the G.I. Joe series in 1994, McFarlane was a full-blown comic superstar, and Marvel saw the value in reprinting the issue as originally planned, not so unusable as it turns out. So, with his name on the book, many tend to think this is also a McFarlane cover, and it's not. It is not. The artist is Phil Gossier, who was created this on-point homage to Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man number 1. Overall, it's a cool book for McFarlane fans just on the overall story of the book alone, and now it's a highly valuable collectible as it hit a new high sale of $992 for that CGC 9.8. That's cool story, man. They're like, nah, your artwork sucks. Get out of here. And then they're like, hey, didn't that kid write? Didn't he do something for us? And they're scrambling around. Yeah, you did this one. We need to reprint it right now.
That's crazy.
Like, it's funny how they told him that his shit sucked at that point, but then they still gave him the job to do Hulk. They still gave him the job to do Spider-Man.
Get that out
and then when he leaves, become the superstar, you're like, oh, you gotta bring that back and make it.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's a great story, man.
Hey, I just looked up that Toys R Us Detective.
Yes.
And if I'm reading it right, 9.6 last sale was $118.
Boom.
Wait, say that one more time. You said what?
A 9.6 in that Detective, the Toys R Us reprint.
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically $100 if I'm reading this right. That was last sale was 2019 though, so I don't know what that means now.
Oh, that's before that comic book inflation.
Yeah. So I don't know what the others were.
I think it's that one's going in the next set to Gamma. We'll see, man. Send that sucker off.
Well, if it's as nice as you say it is.
It's beautiful, man. That's why I bought it. I was like, this thing's too clean. I mean,
do you know what the other book
toy from Toys R Us, I'm surprised it's not destroyed.
It was on the wall at the shop or what?
It was on the wall. Yeah, it was a three issues. Got all three of them.
What issues? 359. And what were the others?
The Detective 38 and Batman 121.
Okay. Batman 121.
That sucker is clean though, man.
Yeah, no, these are just beautiful.
Oh, that's the first Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Toys R Us used to have a lot of those 3-issue packs. That's where I used to get a lot of X-Men books from. You know, when they had all the X-Men packs.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
The highest known sell for that one was a Raw comic for $30, and there are no graded sales to even look at.
Nice.
And
the last this is a grade-worthy, a slab-worthy copy. And the last one was
Detective 38.
Detective 38, yeah.
Let's see if this one's any better. That's familiar. Is that First Robin?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
I don't know. I bought it for the one on the
Robin
front. I bought it for the one on the front.
Everything else was a throw-in, right?
Yeah, everything else is a throw in to me.
Okay, let's see here. Last sale for a graded 8.5 was $30, but that was in 2018.
8.5. Get out of here with that stuff, man. We're talking.
Yeah, that was
Man, get outta here.
2018.
Yeah.
And we're talking.
You know
we're
what, based
talking
on what
internet
I'm
madness
seeing,
here.
I think you should get them graded, and then every one of them is at least $130 plus shipping.
Thanks, Goat. Yeah, I'm trying to start a new craze.
Yeah,
This is it.
That's what I think.
This is those. They're so rare. I don't know if they're fucking rare. I'm just saying. I thought they were cool. You know,
one of them
reading
has
all these
nothing
crazy
graded.
stories.
The other two have like 2 graded each. So yeah, I'd say they're pretty rare.
Take it. Take it. Well, gentlemen, I have promised my daughter that we'd finish decorating. I know. Why am I decorating when it's tomorrow?
I'm just happy you're
Whatever.
back.
I just.
I'm
I'm gonna
happy
do
you're
it.
back.
Thanks,
and,
man.
And you jumped on, and we have. It was great hearing from you again.
I appreciate
Yeah.
you guys. Thank you so much for having me on. And if you guys aren't watching, you don't have to. Listen. Go ahead. It's okay. You can listen now on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and even Apple iTunes. It's available for your listening pleasure, the sweet sultry sounds. Anyway,
when I get on
thanks
my
for having me.
Hey,
Remote-
before you leave, I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
You still got that disco video on the Adam Sandler movie?
Disco.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It fires when I get a super chat on the show. It's great. It's automated. The thing fires up in the corner. You know, when I get a super chat during the day, it's great.
Like I've watched some of your recent videos, but I haven't seen it yet. So, man.
Oh yeah. Let me just tell you that this OBS production value is just ridiculous. The stuff that it's doing. The last comment I got was it literally looks like a TV show.
Yeah.
It does. The way the transitions I've got, you know, when I go, hey, shout out to the mug, the graphic slides in from the right and then slides out, you know, and oh, by the way, I have a t-shirt too. The graphic slides down from underneath another it's just so cool. I'm having so much fun with it, you know.
Well, glad you're having fun. And hopefully I'll be on something next week. I don't know.
I know I canceled my sales twice last week, but I did get the morning show, which is important. As long as I get that morning show out, because that's what I want to be consistent with. You know, it's just about getting a podcast out and flapping your gums for 40 minutes, talking about all kinds of crazy topics. I take a lot of comments from the chat. The chat's been saving my bacon.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying to get my
I'm glad.
I want to come on your late night drinking show.
Oh man, yes. Well, I'm doing it a little bit earlier than normal, so that I could actually do it. Honestly, because if I do it later, I don't know if I'll navigate it. You know, it starts spacing off. You start. So I'll try to do it a little bit earlier and then cut it at about an hour, because really, there's a lot of good stuff that's on. You know, that starts to pop off right when I was going off. And I'm like, yeah, I want to watch that. Hey guys, let's wrap this up.
It's on Friday nights, or
it's Friday nights. I was trying to do 7. It's somewhere between that 7 and 7:30, and I only go for an hour. We just go for an hour. We talk about a couple of topics. Get a couple of people from the community on. We had Sam from Sam's Tangled Web on last night with John from John's Comics.
Yeah, I did catch the replay of that.
Give a little slathered up and
get warm and it's.
Hey,
what's with the
what's with the age restriction thing? I can't get into the chat.
Yeah,
I can't see the chat.
It's age restricted because that show is 18 and over. There's an F-bomb the first 18 seconds into the broadcast.
Well, yeah, but
yes, I mean it's for adults, so I flagged it as for adults. It's not monetized, and I guess that's what happens. That if you're coming in on an account that's
I'm on my own account, so I don't know what's wrong with it. I should
Google thinks you're under 18. Bro.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Gotta change your age.
Where you been?
There's no way they think I'm under 18.
What profile you using?
12, Will? You been lying to us?
No, it's age restricted. It's age restricted.
You're in your mom's basement?
Oh man. Anyway, thanks for having me on again. Please, if you get a chance, listen to it. Just listen to it when you're in your car and your podcast. Podcast sounds great. And I'm back. So if you guys want to be on the show, I'm starving for guests. It's just a tough time. It's at 6 a.m. West Coast time.
Comment.
So
Yeah. I was gonna ask if Vivi was still here because Will's got some books to show.
Technically, I am the youngest panel member and probably the youngest.
You are. I'm 49.
Yeah,
49
I'm
today, fellas.
45.
I know. I'm coming. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I got my daughter's waiting for me.
All right,
Guys,
JB.
don't forget.
Hey,
Don't
JB.
forget.
Good
Don't
seeing you.
forget. We had a good time. Peace.
Yeah, always. Later, man.
We had a good time.
Fellas, I'm probably gonna jump off too. I gotta go to Costco, man. I gotta go run some errands. So, and I think are we having a show tonight, Sean?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have not heard anything all week about it.
I wasn't sure, so I wasn't. I know I got a bunch of stuff to do. I was gonna have to try and get back in enough time. So,
yeah.
Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thanks for jumping on, man.
Yeah, I was on. Lady
Hey, seeing Larry in the chat, I'm like, I'm gonna have to drag him on too.
I know, right? You are too close. Oh, there you go. That'll do it every time. I knew it was something like that. I'm like, yeah, you haven't updated your profile because it thinks you're 9 years old. And you know what's crazy about that though is if you sign what the kids do, because I have to go on and check my daughter's computer all the time that I bought her. Is you can sign, like I have all her stuff restricted under her account. All they do is go sign in as a guest, and you can go in on everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Boom! I now have a berth.
There you go.
Okay.
All you have to do is you have to go and strike the whole thing off of it.
D said he'll be 50 in April. BB's, you were 50 in 1760.
4 scores and 7 years ago. Hear ye.
Hey, I'll do y'all like I do my family. You remind me when you turn 50. I'll send you some black balloons and dead flowers and ask you,
right.
So how does it feel to be closer to death?
Yeah, I don't even want to know. All right, fellas. See you guys later.
Later. So we're gonna close out with Will showing off those sweet Conan magazine covers.
Well, first we're gonna show the other two that I had.
Rampage and Hulk.
And now, what you wanted him for? Boom.
Savage Sword of Conan. Awesome covers. Awesome. Sweet Cheeks. I love that one. Hey, VV, Will is becoming a barbarian right in front of our eyes. What? That just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I've farted myself awake before. I know how that can be scary.
Oh, shit. Better days. Yeah, they really nice. A lot of them I saw at Daytona. Looks badass.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, because
I'm just messing on his recent comment there.
yeah. Well, something popped on my screen.
Yeah,
So,
I still see
happened.
you.
There we go.
Nice, man. It's awesome.
Oh, I
Badass
know what I
cover.
did. I forgot to shut my stupid keyboard off, and I'm typing stuff and while I'm showing these books.
He exit out. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. I'll wait till Will pop back in if he does. If not, then I'll go ahead and end the show, man. But thanks everybody for showing up. It's been an awesome show. It's great to have JB back on. I want to test this light here just to show this cover because I got a spotlight on my new webcam. This cover is gnarly. There he is.
Okay. When the tab says close, make sure you know what you're closing before you click on it.
I know. I'm looking at the red button right now.
I did not mean to do that. I like the tagline on that one.
Yes. Fury of the Iron Dancers.
All right, that is 3 more.
Yeah.
This is a more classic cover look to me, where he's fighting some kind of snake creature and there's a woman
the
in
Gorgons.
distress.
The Gorgons, those are always great covers. Another great one.
And final book, anniversary issue, 200.
About to go savage on their asses.
He was born
Awesome
that
stuff,
way.
man. Exactly. Yep. So that's how we close the show, like straight savages. Showing off that awesome Conan stuff. Thank you everybody for showing up, and it was a great episode. Great to have JB back on the show after a while.
Yep.
And we showed off some great books, had some great conversations, and we're gonna do this hopefully again. I'm gonna see if I can do a show next week because I know the following week, November 13th, we're gonna do a comic crawl here in Orlando. With Jeff and Steve.
Cool.
We're gonna hit up some shops. But next week is uncertain because I don't know whether my job needs me.
Let's be honest. Every week is uncertain.
Pretty much. With my job situation, I might just make this show bi-weekly from here on out. So
I thought you were going to do it once a month.
Nah, twice a month. But because the following week, I'm not sure if I'll be working next Saturday. I might sneak one in, but I'll see when we get closer. But thanks everybody for showing up. We had a blast. I want to say have a great weekend. Peace out. Look forward to the next show, yeah, guys.